Hi everybody. So now we're going to do the walkthrough of our 1984 Wilderness camper. It was used as a hunting camper for 3 years, and it was kept up, but you know it needed work when we got it. So I've since cleaned it. Well, kind of cleaned it, and so there's a lot of work. So let's start with we did the clean out of all his hunting stuff. So turns out we do have a leak here. Do these lights work? Mm-hmm. There we go. Lights work. Lights work. So we do have a leak here, and I've started digging away at it yesterday. And there's another leak in the back, and I'll dig away at that on camera. So what we're trying to do before we tarp the roof is we're trying to see the extent of the damage to see if I actually need to pull the roof off to fix the leak or if we can fix it from the inside. So you can see, if you want to zoom in down here, I've gotten most of the rot out of here. But there's still some there. So some of these pieces, like, I don't want to sit on that, like that way down here, I don't know if you can zoom in on that. Like any of these frame pieces that are rotted and not savable, can't really pull out completely, so I'm gonna have to brace them. And I saw other people renovating campers do that, where they'll cut a piece the same length, width exactly, and they'll sandwich the rotted piece in between two good pieces and use carriage bolts or deck screws. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. But first, I've got to pull all of this out and see the extent of the water damage. So I mean, as far as the frame, it doesn't look too bad. So what we'll have to do is, when we fix the frame, we're going to have to put in fresh insulation. Before we do that, I'm going to spray everything down with like a bleach spray. I didn't see any black mold, but we want to be careful anyways. So spray it down, repair all of that, and we're going to need like a new skin, this Formica type skin stuff. Yeah, we're going to need a new skin. I might use like some paneling. So that's where we're at with the leak on the front end. And excuse the mess, we've been gutting it. But other things that we need to do, oh, there's also the leak. It looks like the same. We think the leak is either coming from here, or this might be a separate one, because we did, when it rained yesterday, we hadn't had it covered, and we saw some water dripping in there. So it's either coming from here and dripping down, or this is a separate one. So I'm going to also have to tear all this apart and see where we're at. So we're hoping we won't have to actually take the exterior roof off. So next big thing to repair, after we get the roof taken care of and all the rot and everything, we've got this whole sink top here. This has to come out because it's warped. And what I'm going to do is, because this sink is like 3 inches deep, I'm probably going to, since we have to get a new top anyways, I'm going to cut, or I'm going to get a deeper sink. And of course we're going to have to see how deep it can be. We might have to take like this drawer section out, but I do want a deeper sink. The stove, got some nice curtains here, nice 1984 curtains. Yeah, those are going to get changed out too. So anyways, stove does not work. Or did it work? Did it work?
We don't know for sure.
We don't know for sure. Anyways, I'm not going to, it's a cute little stove, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to restore it and just use it for storage, because we're going to use countertop appliances like electric skillets, toaster ovens, that sort of thing. But it's cute, so I'm just going to like leave it for aesthetic purposes. There was a fire here before we got it. There was a fire here, so we are going to get a new range hood. There is going to be this isn't going to be painted. I'm probably going to get like those peel and stick metal tiles. Thought about doing glass tile, but my mother-in-law told me, because the camper moves and kind of torques as you're driving it, it can crack the glass tiles in the grout.
And we're trying to stay weight conscious too.
And we're trying to stay weight conscious. So, why go through all the work to tile that and then have it crack, after a couple trips. So, anyways, next up, let's go look at the other leak. Don't look at this section yet. Don't look. So now we're in the bedroom. So other leak right here. I haven't fully torn this out yet, and if you notice, both the leaks tend to be in the corners. So it tells me that that's probably an area where there's separation a lot. So we're going to tear all that apart. This right here, my husband wants to keep it. I don't, because look at this. You have another hole right here. I just want to pull this thing out. As far as the window, I don't know what they did with the other window. We're going to have to figure that out. But I want to get this thing out of here. It's not original anyways. But other than that, really, it just requires a lot of cleanup. This here, can you bring the camera under here? It might work.
It does.
Look at that.
We replaced that 3 years ago.
Oh, did you?
That's a new one.
Oh, okay. I was not aware of that. So it just needs to be cleaned up. Do these lights? Yep. Okay, those lights work. So probably I'm trying to be weight conscious and very cost conscious. Thus far we're up to just like around $18.50 in cost. I don't want to. The reason we got into this was because I don't want to have to take out a payment or take out a loan to get a camper. We want to renovate it, and we wanted a challenge. So certain things like this, whilst not aesthetically pleasing, they work. So I may or may not replace these right away. I want to get the structural stuff taken care of, function over form. Here, this door here opens from the inside, doesn't open from the outside, so we got to figure that out. Again, that might not be something we need to do right away. So cabinets look okay. Floor, can you get the floor mouse? So the floor, this is the original 1984 linoleum that they have. So I will either scrape this up if looks like the water damage is bad and put down peel and stick tile. Or if it doesn't look too bad, I will, in certain spots, I'll just lay the peel and stick tile right over it. We'll see. What do we have next? So next, this is our pantry cabinet in here. And, not bad, not great, but I think this is where the water heater went. Is this where
no, the furnace is under there. And then
does the furnace work?
I don't know.
Okay, so we
never tried it.
Yeah, well, we live in Florida, by the way, so I don't know.
Refrigerator?
So yeah, there's storage there. Looks pretty good. Fridge, we had to replace the fridge. I mean, this was like we replaced this 3 years ago. It was like $100 at Sam's Club. So, and my father-in-law and his friend helped build this frame for it, so it works good. Microwave's going to go up here. This is a little warped here, so I'm going to have to replace this. And there's the little hole's been chewed through for the cord, but as far as the electric and everything, some of it works, some of it we don't know about. We'll figure that out. It's on the list. Oh, before we get to the grand finale, the AC, it blows air, the fan works, but it doesn't blow cool, so hopefully it's not a big fix. We're hoping, and we also need like a new cover for it. So if it is a big fix, I might get like a freestanding inside unit in here for $300-400. Then we're in like about paying $1,000 for that thing. Why do that? So ready for the grand finale? Here we go. And the bathroom, which actually isn't all that bad. We got lights. The toilet, it does. We hooked the water up and it does flush. So. The lid, somebody had a rough day at Taco Bell one time. Not us. So the lid, we need a new lid. The toilet, and that's like mildew. That's not what you think it is. That's actually like mildew. Or I hope. So the toilet, yeah, it's ugly, but right now it works. There's no leaks where the wax ring thingy is. So I'm going to clean it up. Not on the top of my list of things to replace. Yeah, it's not sexy, but hey, it works. Sink. We may replace the toilet there. Sink, obviously, this is like, what is this? What happened here? So this whole thing needs to come off, this countertop. And this is plastic. This is plastic. So you can get like for really cheap, you can get a new faucet and everything. So it works. We tested it. It's hooked up. It works. But yeah, I'd like an actual sink. And I might even, because this is a small area, I might get one of those pre-built vanity cabinets from Lowe's or Home Depot. As long as this whole cabinet area isn't like structural and maintaining the structure, might get one of those little cabinets and pop that in there. One of the ones with pre-built with a sink and everything. So next up. Did the hose work yesterday?
Water came through, but not with much pressure.
Much gusto. So,
no.
Get this out of the way. Oh, and the window works. Oh, before we get into that, cabinets, not too bad. They're cabinets. Not too bad. So the shower. Actually, wait a minute. Let me get this out of here. Okay, so the shower tub combo. I was actually pleasantly surprised to see that the walls here, like fiberglass-like, they're intact. They really look pretty good. The only thing that, obviously they need to be cleaned because they've got, 36 years worth of angst splattered all over them. But the caulk here needs to be chopped out and replaced. This, whatever this all
fence screen.
Yeah, that all needs to be taken care of. And obviously the tub here. So, when we bought it, somebody had all this silver tape over the big crack in the bottom. So it's not something we can patch or anything that I really want to patch just because it's orange and it's broken. So I researched online and we can get this tub size looks pretty standard. So we can get like a new tub for maybe $150, $200 and drop it in, which is what we're going to do. So that's a definite fix because I want to be able to take a shower in my little camper. And is there anything I missed?
I think you got it, babe.
All right. So stay tuned to our adventures.